Hey guys, it's Shadow here, bringing you another battle. This is actually an RU match against a guy named Detrust, and if you guys do like that intro, I will start adding sound to it to make it sound a little bit more better, like more movie style if you want. But let's just get into the battle. So he's actually gonna lead out with his Typhlosion. I'm gonna lead off with my Aerodactyl. Let's kind of slow it down a little bit because uh nobody has appeared yet. So yeah, but I'm just gonna go straight away with the Earthquake, but he just wants to switch out and go into his Hariyama, which will not take the Earthquake as well as it thinks that it does. But because that has Fake Out, I don't really want it to break my sash right away. So what I'm gonna do after this is I'm gonna switch out. He does show me that he has guts, so it's obvious that he has the Fake Out just to get some damage on anything. But just gonna switch into Tangrowth and try to defend. Basically, just try to stall him out because I do have a lot of stally moves, and so that does not do enough to me. Well, it does enough to where I need 2 turns to recover off with leftovers, but still, it doesn't do enough to me. But here, seeing that type of damage, I do know that he's not going to stay in because that doesn't look like that will do enough damage, and plus I can Leech Seed to get some of my health back if he ever wants to get really risky with it. So he's gonna send in this Sigalith, that's what it's called. He's gonna send in Sigalith, and that pretty much walls me because I don't really have anything to really hit it other than HP Fire. So I'm gonna need to switch out and go into my what do I go into? My Galvantula. I go into my Galvantula just to basically just get Thunder on it, get some super effective damage on it, see what it wants to do, but he actually shows me that he has Cosmic Power on this thing. Now, I'm pretty sure that if this thing has the Flame Orb and Cosmic Power, then it must be, what is that thing's name? Stored Power Set. It must be a Stored Power Set. So, he's going to switch into Clefairy. I guess not wanting to take the Thunder, but the Thunder is going to happen. You got to bring on the Thunder, but, it does like almost half to the Clefairy, which I am really surprised about. If I was like choice specs, then that probably would have did like I'm gonna say about 70% of damage, maybe 75 to it. But I'm just gonna drop another Thunder, and that's gonna bring it down into the red. So that's like 3-hit KO status right there. But he's going to go with a Wish. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Protect is obvious, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to switch out and go into, I think I go into, who do I go into? I forget. But I know that, oh, I go into Glade, because if he wanted to go for the Protect, then I know that I could have scared him out with something, and then nothing really wanted to take close combat, so that's what my train of thought was, but he actually switches out and goes into his Typhlosion just to catch the Wish, and not the Thunder. So that's basically it. And here I make a stupid play thinking that he might not, well, thinking that I should probably live the eruption, but I know that I shouldn't even live the eruption, but I was stupid enough to think that I should live the eruption even though that I'm life orb. I'm fully offensive. I don't know why I tried, but I should have just went for the Shadow Sneak, get some damage on it just so that eruption didn't hurt so much, but just gonna send an Aerodactyl. It is Focus Sash is still intact. Can't speak. Focus Sash is still intact, so I know that I still have a good right of way to do whatever I want. So what I'm going to do is go with the Earthquake. Now, here I was actually kind of predicting that he wouldn't want to go for the Fake Out again because he might think that I want to switch out into Tangrowth. So what I do go with is the Earthquake. Very risky play because if I would have messed up and went for the Earthquake, I probably would have lost my Sash and this thing would have died a long time ago. And if it was the if his Typhlosion was scarfed, then I probably would have been screwed because my Focus Sash wasn't intact. But here, I make a stupid play and go for the Earthquake, thinking that that was going to kill him. But I do remember that Aggron has some physical bulk to it, so I know that I shouldn't have been able to kill him. But he's just going to hit me with a I was going to say Rockhead, but that's his ability. He's just going to hit me with Head Charge. I think that's what it's called. No, Head Smash. There we go. And he's gonna break my sash. I don't really feel like over predicting and thinking that he might want to go into a Sigalith. So what I'm just gonna do is just continue going with the Earthquake, and that's what happens. He kind of just let this thing die. I probably would have just switched into Sigalith just to avoid that, and then kind of got up a Cosmic Power, but maybe he thought that he couldn't take my Aerodactyl one-on-one, so that's probably my train of thought. But if I did know that he's going to switch into a Scyther. Now, I was thinking that it would run the, with the, what is that called? Swords Dance with the quick attack combination. So I just switched out to my Gavantula just to take the quick attack, but I just switched right into an Aerial. So I'm predicting a move that it doesn't even have. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I am just gonna try to go for a Thunder. I kind of did mess up here with the Gavantula, but I feel like that I probably could have killed it. I could have killed it with a Stone Edge and then went on my merry way, but you know me, just had to overpredict. But anyways, gonna switch into this Typhlosion, and I'm just gonna go with the Thunder. Surprisingly, I'm faster, so this tells me that he specs and not Scarf, so that's good for me. I can send in my Aerodactyl and go for the Earthquake, and then here I'm just gonna kill myself to Life Orb because I am suicidal. And he actually predicts me to be faster, so he goes with the Flamethrower, thinking that I would live from that, but I don't. I don't. But now, just gonna go into Aerodactyl and just go with the Earthquake, and just a lot of stuff just happened. So, yeah. I think I hit my table by accident, but, now that big problem is out of the way. That thing was really a problem. If it was Scarf, then I probably would have had more trouble with it, because, well, Aerodactyl was kind of my only thing to it, and since my sash was broken, I thought, hey, I couldn't deal with it. But I'm just gonna go with the taunt here, thinking that either if my Stone Edge would have missed, then I probably wouldn't have been able to kill it, and if it would have hit and it wouldn't have been able to kill it, then they probably would have got up a Cosmic Power. So that's why I went for the taunt. You're probably wondering why I did that. It was just insurance, basically. It was just insurance. He probably could have killed me off with anything, but he just chose to kill me. He just chose to go with the Psycho Shift to try to preserve his health. But Clefairy is just going to come in. Being his last Pokemon, he's not going to want to take an Earthquake from that range of health. Nothing does from that health. But live and learn. He's just going to die. And that will pretty much be the game. So that was actually a great game, Detrust. I hope we can really do it again if I find you. But anyway, thank you for watching. This is Chowfication, signing out.